I'm eating.
Oh, man.
He's gone.
Next story.
nytimes.com. ISS astronauts draw straws to see who gets eaten. Igor Jorgensen.
3 to 4 minutes.
In an unprecedented and harrowing turn of events, astronauts aboard the International Space Station have resorted to drawing straws to determine which crew members will sacrifice themselves for the survival of their colleagues. This desperate measure comes as dwindling supplies threaten the lives of all aboard, exacerbated by the continued inability of the Boeing Starliner to return astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams back to Earth.
The problem began weeks ago when the Starliner experienced critical technical failures, rendering it unable to complete its return mission. This has resulted in 2 additional mouths to feed, straining the ISS's already limited resources. Despite multiple attempts to troubleshoot and repair the spacecraft remotely, engineers on the ground have yet to find a viable solution.
With resupply missions delayed due to ongoing logistical challenges and the increasing strain on the life support systems, the crew of the ISS faced a dire choice: risk everyone slowly starving or make the unimaginable decision to sacrifice 2 of their own.
Captain Elena Petrova, the mission commander, announced the gut-wrenching decision to draw straws in a somber address to Mission Control. "This is not a decision we have taken lightly," Petrova said, her voice heavy with emotion. "But we are committed to ensuring the survival of as many of our crew members as possible. This is a measure of last resort."
The drawing of straws, a time-honored and primitive method of making such a choice, was conducted with a solemn air. The entire crew, including Wilmore and Williams, participated. The 2 who drew the shortest straws would agree to be sacrificed, allowing their remaining rations to sustain the rest of the crew for a longer period. As supplies dwindled further, the sacrificed astronauts would be eaten as well.
As the process unfolded, tension aboard the ISS was palpable. The astronauts, trained for every conceivable emergency, now faced a scenario that was not in any manual or training exercise. The psychological strain on the crew, already isolated and stressed, reached new heights.
In a tearful statement, Wilmore expressed his understanding of the gravity of the situation. "We are all professionals and understand the risks that come with our mission. Our priority is the survival of the team, even if it means making the ultimate sacrifice."
Williams echoed his sentiments, adding, "We came up here knowing the dangers. If this is what it takes to ensure that our colleagues make it back home, then it is a sacrifice we are willing to make."
NASA and international space agencies have been working around the clock to find a solution to bring the crew home safely. In a press conference, NASA Administrator Dr. Lisa Harrington urged the public to remain hopeful. "We are exploring every possible avenue to resolve this situation. The safety of our astronauts is our top priority, and we will not rest until they are home."
Families of the astronauts have been notified, and a team of psychologists has been assembled to provide support both to the crew and to those on the ground.
"Elena did not train for decades to become sweetbreads on some other astronaut's table," shouted one of Elena Petrova's relatives. "You will receive the Order of Lenin for this." The relative sobbed, convinced that because of international opprobrium over Russia's war against Ukraine, Petrova would be set upon without warning by her colleagues, killed like an animal, and eaten.
As the world watches with bated breath, the resilience and determination of the ISS crew continue to inspire. Their plight underscores the extreme challenges of space exploration and the unwavering human spirit in the face of adversity.